back to the SUPES channel. My name is Matthew Ramos, and on this channel I aim to entertain, inform, and inspire using the topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes. So guys, some crazy stuff went down today in my personal life, and that's what I'm here to share with you guys. Today, me and my family got robbed, and it's just a whole crazy situation that I'm gonna break down in today's video. So make sure to stay here throughout the entire video, and make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification if you aren't already subscribed. So you guys read the title of the video, you guys know why you're here. So last night I ended up getting robbed. Thank God the people didn't enter our house, but from the outside in our driveway, a ton of goons came, and I call them goons because it just sounds funny, but a ton of goons came and they ended up stealing my dad's work truck, and they ended up, you know, going in between my mom's car and they stole my sister's Halloween costume. So we basically got looted. And, you know, just to preface just how this all went down, because the reason I'm still like happy, I'm still like have high energy, I don't really care that much, is because if you look at the way things planned out, it could have gone a lot worse. So last night, as most of you guys know, last night was game 4 of the NBA Finals. And shout out to my Miami Heat, even though we lost. It was a hard-fought loss. Damn, it all came down to really Jimmy Butler, and he didn't really assert himself on offense. But it's okay, we're going to bounce back game 4, Heat in 7. I've been saying this. Let them doubt the Miami Heat. Let them doubt us. Because when they doubt us the most, we play the best. Now, whatever. With that being said, last night I was watching game 4. Me and Anthony were here, and we were watching the game together. And the game ended around midnight. So at midnight, Anthony left. And at that point in time, when Anthony left at midnight, the goons didn't come, and everything was chilling. So I went to sleep. And the thing is that I usually wake up between 3 to 5 a.m. in the mornings to run and to just get an early start on my day. However, because I stayed up till midnight watching the NBA Finals, today I was gonna wake up later at around like 7, which is at the time that I woke up today. And then in between the time that I usually wake up to go running, that's when the goons came. My dogs are barking up, but in the time that I usually wake up to go running, that's when the goons came. That's where they stole my dad's work truck. That's where they, you know, looted my mom's car, opened it up, stole a couple things, stole my sister's Halloween costume. And right now the cops just left my house after filing the police report. And it's just crazy because, you know, I don't know what I would have done if I would have woken up to go for my morning run, how I usually do, to see a ton of goons in my driveway just looting my family's cars. And, you know, in our heads, I always like to connect these things back to superheroes, because these are thoughts that I have like regularly. These are situations that play out in my mind. Like, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Like, when you're in school, God forbid, I don't want this to ever happen, but when you're fantasizing about situations, and like situations where you can look like a freaking superhero, I've had like visions before where like, or not visions, but like I've fantasized, or just like I've talked about it with my friends too, like about the idea of like, imagine like there's a school shooter, and then like what would we do in a school shooting? Would we go to take him out? Would we run? Like, what would we do? And like, that's something that's pretty common. Like, you kind of envision the worst situations happening to just put yourself in that place of like, what would you do? But in reality, like, you can say like, oh, I'm going to take out the bad guy, I'm going to take out the threat. But in the moment, it's completely different. So in my head, this is how it would have played out. I would have woken up, went for my morning run. I would have seen a ton of guys, you know, looting our cars. And then I would have been like, oh, dude, and my ideal scenario is I would have walked outside and whooped all of them. But the chances of that happening aren't very high. So I would have went back, called the police, and then just basically screamed from the cracks of my door to make sure they hear me that the police are on the way. So like that, they can dip, because the police are on the way. But, man, it's just crazy. And, you know, I don't have any animosity towards these people that rob my family, because at the end of the day, it's all materialistic items. And if you're at a place in life where, you know, you're stealing from other people, you're willing to commit crimes in order to get something out of life, well then I feel sorry for you. And you know, empathy is always our greatest superpower. The ability to look at someone who maybe has animosity towards you and just shower love onto them. That's our greatest superpower. So I don't have any animosity towards these guys. As a matter of fact, I hope, since they stole my sister's Halloween costume, I hope that Halloween costume goes to like one of their daughters if they have families. I hope they, you know, obviously they have to be held accountable. Obviously, like I hope the police find them and they are held accountable for their crimes. But at the end of the day, I just have empathy for these men, because if you're at that point in life where you're willing to potentially go to jail, potentially die, in order to steal a car or steal a Halloween costume, well then how could I not feel sorry for you? And it's sad to say, but you know, there's people that are like that in life. And if we look at the 6 core human needs, because all of us have 6 core human needs, men like that are wired for significance and certainty. Doing what they did tonight by robbing my family and getting away with what they ended up stealing, that provides them a lot of significance. And the truth is that when you're living life to be significant for yourself, then it's just not a life that can fully fulfill you. Life fulfills you when you start living for other people, when you start living to give back to people, to start making the world a better place. That's when life gets better. That's when you become happy. And you know, obviously these men were playing for significance. They were playing for, you know, for whatever they were playing for. And it's just sad to see, because it's sad to know that there's people like that in life. And at the end of the day, me and my family, we're all chilling, because at the end of the day, when you have a family, like, it's all about family. It's all about just making sure the humans you love and the dogs you love, as I'm sure you guys have heard them barking it up, it's all about their safety. And I don't know what would have happened if they decided to enter the house. I just know that my 3 dogs would have probably ended up freaking dying, because they always bark up and they always like to greet everyone who walks through that front door. So I'm just so grateful that everything went the way it did, because at the end of the day, things could have been a lot worse. And you know, it's just a crazy situation. So at the end of the day, they stole a couple things. They stole a car. They stole a couple of things from my mom's car. But at the end of the day, life ain't about the materialistic items. It's about keeping the things that matter most closest to you and keeping those things safe, really. They could steal all the cars they want. They could steal all the materialistic stuff. But at the end of the day, if the people I love are still around me, if my little babies, my dogs that I love are still around me, then everything's okay in my books. Obviously, my family's planning, we're planning together to amp up the security in this house. And we've had those conversations, we've had those debates to the extent of the security, but I'll leave it at that. To be honest, I just can't stop thinking about what would have happened if I would have woken up at the time I usually wake up to go on a morning run and I see all of these guys in the driveway. Like, it would have been crazy. In my head, I probably would have looked like, you know, Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier, like walking up to them, like boom, boom, boom. But in reality, it would have been like Cap and Captain America: The First Avenger, where he's getting just beaten up in that alleyway. It would have been like that on steroids. Dude, I don't know. Like, I don't know what would have happened, man. I'm just grateful to still be sitting here, because who knows what would have happened if I would have found those people. And again, I'm sure you guys can see where things could have gone a lot worse. So I'm thankful to be sitting here talking to you guys. I'm thankful for everything. I'm thankful for, you know, my family being safe. I'm grateful for my dogs being safe. And I'm just grateful for just everything in this life, the good, the bad. Obviously, empathy towards these guys. They're going to be held accountable. The police are on them. But again, if you're at that point in life where you have to go out of your way and be willing to go to jail, be willing to get killed potentially to steal a car or to steal a Halloween costume, well then I feel sorry for you. And I know that actually stealing those items and actually getting that job done the way you envisioned it, that's not gonna help you in any point in life. So thank you guys for watching this video. This was a story about how I got robbed. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification on my channel to get notified when these videos go up. This was a video I wasn't planning on making, but again, you guys know I like to bring you guys with all of the crazy moments that happen in my life. And again, with a nerd like me, I always like to connect it back to superheroes and heroics in some way. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.